Hi, this is Gary with MacMost Now. It's time to review this year in Macintosh news. So 2008 started off with the Macworld Expo announcements, and the big one was for the MacBook Air, a new lightweight version of MacBooks. Now, this one came with a lightweight, 3 pounds, but a heavy price tag, $1,800. Also announced at the conference was Time Capsule, a version of Airport Extreme with a hard drive so you can back up to it, and also iTunes movie rentals. Most of the rest of the year will be dominated by iPhone news, starting in March when Steve Jobs announced that there would be an iPhone software development kit that would allow third-party developers to make applications for the iPhone, and that there will be an app store that you'll be able to buy these through, and Apple will facilitate that purchase and give money to the developer. In April, we got an update to the iMac line with a slightly different look and a little bit more power. Then finally, on July 11th, came the release of the new iPhone, the iPhone 3G, with 3G networking capabilities, and at the same time came the release of the iPhone 2.0 operating system, which supported these new apps from third-party developers. Along with that came the release of Mobile Me, an update to .Mac that made Mobile Me into more of an exchange-like service, being able to automatically sync your iPhone, your Mac, and a web-based version of all your data into one service. But the service had a lot of trouble through much of the year. Updating didn't work quite as expected, and people were mostly disappointed with the few new features that were actually in Mobile Me. In September, we got a whole new iPod Nano, this time with a very vertical look, but basically the same screen and video playback that the old iPod Nano had. Finally, in October, we got a whole new update to the MacBook line. Both MacBooks and MacBook Pros were updated to use solid aluminum bodies, and they got some speed boosts and things like that, but a little bit of controversy too, as FireWire 400 was removed from the MacBooks. But even with updates to the iMac, MacBook, and iPod, I think 2008 will be remembered for the iPhone, because not only was it the release of the iPhone 3G, but Apple met and surpassed all their sales targets. They also put the iPhone in a ton of different countries, and with the release of the App Store, the iPhone became a genuine platform and a portable gaming device that's now competing with the other portable things out there like the Nintendo DS. So what's in store for 2009? Well, it's hard to say. Apple did so much in 2008 with just about every part of its product line that it might be possible that 2009 is a pretty quiet year where Apple just continues to sell its products. One of the things a lot of rumors are looking towards is something like a netbook, because 1 year ago we got the MacBook Air, but at $1,800 it seems a little bit silly now when compared to some of the sub-$500 netbooks that are out there that run Windows. So it'd be interesting to see if Apple answers in 2009 with a lower priced MacBook Air or some sort of new MacBook that is under $1,000 and runs basic web applications. The one thing we know for sure, however, is that 2009 will be the release of Snow Leopard, which also might be a big non-event. Apple claims that Snow Leopard will just be speed improvements and optimizations, and really no new features. We're probably going to find out more about this next week, when it's likely that Apple will talk a lot about Snow Leopard at the Macworld Expo. But whatever the news, you can be sure that MacMost Now will keep you informed. You can subscribe to us via iTunes at this address, and you can also subscribe to the weekly email newsletter at this address. Until next time, this is Gary Rosenzweig with MacMost Now.